there, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
So, Rainbow, yesterday in our A Window on the World unit, we read the first part of this month's story titled, Horses Will Always Find Their Way Home. And in that part, we learned about a man who found a horse, and then he rode the horse as it walked back to its home. There were no maps or GPS machines being used. They didn't even stop to ask someone for directions. This horse just naturally knew how to get home. It was pretty amazing.
It sure is, especially when you consider that horses aren't usually the animals we think of when we talk about animals with amazing abilities. Whales, pigeons, and many other types of birds are the ones most of us know as having these unusual talents. So, this brings us to the next question. If horses are so good at finding their way home, how exactly do they do it? They're stuck on the ground, so unlike birds, they can't see the world from miles up.
And horses aren't exactly famous for their amazing sense of smell, so they can't use familiar smells around them to find their way home like a dog might. And once we know how horses can find their way, we might even be able to learn some tips and tricks that might help us if we ever find ourselves lost. Assuming, of course, that we also don't have a smartphone with GPS with us. But before we get to any of this, let's find our way back over to Rainbow because she will be guiding us through all of today's new vocabulary.
第二天的文章讨论马如何能在陌生的环境找到回家的路呢？绝对不是用地图哦。首先带大家看4个单字。第一个 environment， 环境是个名词。对同学们来说 study environment 学习环境是非常重要的。It's important to have a quiet and consistent study environment. It's important to have a quiet and consistent study environment. 安静跟规律的学习环境是非常重要的。第二个单字 map， 地图是个名词。没错，大家一定有听过我们最常用的 Google Maps 地图软体。I can't live without Google Maps because I have no sense of direction. I can't live without Google Maps because I have no sense of direction. 我无法没有 Google Maps， 因为我没有方向感。第三个单字 attention， 注意是个名词。在机场或是捷运上，同学们一定有听过 attention please， 请注意。Attention please, passengers for flight AI236. Please board immediately. Attention please, passengers for flight AI236. Please board immediately. 请注意，航班 AI236 的旅客，请立刻登机。最后一个单字 direction， 方向也是名词。记得刚才我用到这个字吗？Let's check the map again for the directions. Let's check the map again for the directions. 我们再来看看地图，检查一下方向。好，现在我们看完今天的单字例句，接下来回到课文中。
How can horses find their way back from a strange environment? For most people, that would be impossible without a map. Horses have a special system in their brains, and it works just like GPS. It shows signs for trees and other objects in their home areas. It also takes note of new things in new areas.
Explanation 1.
Okay, so today's article begins with a question just to get us thinking. This question reads, how can horses find their way back from a strange environment? In other words, how can they find their way home if they are lost somewhere?
And before we get to the answer to that burning question, the article points out that what is true for a horse is mostly true for us people too. It reads, for most people, that would be impossible without a map. And I would add that for some people, even having a map doesn't really help that much. Map reading is a skill that has to be learned, and if you haven't practiced a bit, map reading can be really hard.
Yeah, that's true. We've all seen those tourists or other folks standing out there looking around while holding a map and then turning it because they can't quite figure out where they are.
That's me.
GPS technology has made a lot of us very spoiled and kind of lazy.
That's true. So let's look at the animal world and specifically horses. They can't read maps or use a GPS, so how do they do it?
Well, the article says horses have a special system in their brains and it works just like a GPS. Aha! So they don't need a GPS because they were born with one. That's cool.
Wow, it's a natural GPS. 没错，这个系统很厉害哦。在这边加上一个补充单字 brain 脑部或是头脑的意思。brain 里面有一个 GPS， 就是自动导航啦。Very cool. So this natural GPS gives horses an advantage when they get lost. Let's read on to find out how. It says it shows signs for trees and other objects in their home areas. So the horse will notice things around its home and will be able to remember where all of those things are.
And if there are any changes, the horse will notice that too. We read, it also takes note of new things in new areas. So basically, the horse will pay attention to new things around it. They're no dummies, those horses.
Wow.
And it's time for us to notice something new in the world of grammar. And our guide to that is Daphne, who is here with our very first grammar point.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 A takes note of B， 意思是 A 留意到 B。Take 在这里是及物动词执行的意思，三态是 take、took、taken。Note 在这里则是名词注意，合在一起 A takes note of B 就是 A 留意到 B。例如 Travelers should take note of the weather conditions. 旅客应该要留意天气状况。
Okay, now that we've taken care of that, let's grab a quick break and then we'll be back with the second half of today's article.
When horses keep their attention on those signs, they know which direction to go. Who needs a self-driving car when you can have a horse? You'll always get home safe and sound.
Explanation 2.
Welcome back, folks. We are learning about the amazing internal GPS system that every horse is born with. Unlike us humans with our maps and our GPS functions, horses are just really good at paying attention and remembering all of the things around their homes. This way, if they ever get lost, they can find their way home by remembering these landmarks.
And if the landmarks change, the horse will also notice and remember those things, and it'll be sort of updating its GPS with this new info. That's a pretty sweet system.
Yeah, and it's been working for horses for many thousands and thousands of years. So, once the horse has remembered all of this information, how exactly does it use it?
The next sentence tells us that when horses keep their attention on those signs, they know which direction to go. So it's like they just check their mental map again.
Yeah, precisely. And as we near the end of our article, we read another interesting question. It says, who needs a self-driving car when you can have a horse? Yeah, self-driving cars will be coming to our roads in the near future.
这边带同学看一个补充单字 self-driving。self 就是自己 driving 就是驾驶或是开车的意思，中间有一个连字符号隔开，所以 self-driving 是一个形容词哦。我想应该很快就会有 self-driving cars 在路上了。
But yeah, why don't we all just go back to the self-driving horse?
Well, for a lot of reasons. First of all, I don't know how to ride a horse.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't ride a horse. And horses need to be fed and watered and taken good care of.
And you can't carry very much on a horse compared to a car or a truck.
Good point. And the poop. Horses poop a lot. Yeah, lots of horse poop everywhere. All the time.
So it looks like we won't be switching to horse travel anytime soon. But as the article concludes, we are left with one advantage of the horse and its amazing natural GPS. With a horse, it says, you'll always get home safe and sound.
Yeah, unless you fall off the horse.
True.
Anyways, we have our final grammar point to check out here, and then we'll be back to say goodbye.
第二则文法是 safe and sound， 意思是安然无恙。safe 在这里是形容词安全的 ，sound 则是完好的、无损伤的。合在一起 ，safe and sound 就是安然无恙，为形容词片语。使用的时候置于句尾做补语，补充说明主词的状态。例如 ，Corey arrived in India safe and sound。可瑞平安抵达印度。
Okay, folks, well, that's it for us. So we'll see you all back here very, very soon with more great and very fascinating articles. We hope to see you then.
Bye-bye.
Horses will always find their way home.
How can horses find their way back from a strange environment? For most people, that would be impossible without a map. Horses have a special system in their brains, and it works just like GPS. It shows signs for trees and other objects in their home areas. It also takes note of new things in new areas. When horses keep their attention on those signs, they know which direction to go. Who needs a self-driving car when you can have a horse? You'll always get home safe and sound.
小事一桩，有哪些英文句呢
Hello， 欢迎来到就爱讲英文，我是 Holly。
Hey, I'm Shane. Hey, Holly, thank you yesterday for what you did for me.
啊，小事啦，
It's really nice of you.
干嘛？
I don't want to tell them what you did, but it was very nice. Just kidding. So what did you just say? What?
小事啦。
Ah, okay. I heard another one. 小事一桩吗？
哦，
小事
其实就是跟不用客气是一样的意思，只是说你跟人家说不用客气的话，听起来很老套，就是很 boring， 你知道吗？
啊，
所以你可以说啊，小事啊，38啦，对，你38。
OK， 这个英文一样。如果你只是说 You're welcome， 听起来很无聊。
对，
好像你没有 feel。
没有 feel。
对啊。
那还可以讲什么可以让它更有 feel 呢？
Okay, thank me for something.
谢谢你，怎么跟我一起主持这个节目
Don't mention it.
好 ，OK
Don't mention it.
OK
哎，我这当然就是还蛮好用。哎，Don't mention it.
OK，Well， 不用提，可是也不用打 ，OK。
不要太用了，Don't mention it， 这样
OK 啊，这小事啊，不用提。
真的有时候事实这还蛮用，
对，就是上班啦，一定要这样回来回去才有用。
No problem
啊，没问题啦。
No problem 啊，
还有什么呢
？No worries
啊 ，No worries， 不用担心啦。
No worries
我觉得就是你动这样子会不会流很多汗？
啊，就是不要太 over， No worries。Anytime。
哦 ，OK， 那还有什么呢？
No sweat。
哦 ，OK， 所以我做这件事情一点都没有什么，没有流汗，所以就是一点都没有。
It's very easy to do。
对，很简单，这件事情很简单。
No sweat。
对啊，根本就不用流汗。
啊，这个比较正式的。
OK， 好。
My pleasure。
哦，好正式哦。
It was my pleasure。
是我的荣幸。
It was my pleasure。
哇 ，OK， 所以这太正式了，对不对？
可是有的时候你需要正式。
有时候需要正式
，right？ 看哦，有的时候你需要啊。
OK，
It's my pleasure。
对长辈的时候，可能就可以讲这一个呀。
All right。
Pleasure。
Live action。
Live action。
All right，no sweat。Holly, thank you so much for fixing my smartphone. You're the best.
Don't mention it. It was my pleasure. By the way, thank you again for helping me with the charity event last weekend. It was a big success.
No sweat. Anytime. I had a great time meeting all those interesting people. Number 1, don't mention it.
Number 2, no problem.
Number 3, no worries.
Number 4, no sweat.
Number 5, anytime.
Number 6, my pleasure.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们您准备好没？1分钟计时开始。好，第一个单词好长哦，叫做环境。环境这个单词怎么说？叫做 environment。environment。It's our duty to protect the environment。保护环境，人人有责。好，第二个单词好简单，叫做地图。地图怎么说呢？你手机上面看到不是会有 Google 地图，一定会看到这个字叫 map。This map confused me, so I had to ask someone for directions. 这张地图让我好困惑，所以我必须去找人问路。好，第三个单字叫做注意。有时候我们不是会听到 attention please， attention 就是注意。May I have everyone's attention please？ 可以請大家注意一下這邊嗎？我有事情要宣布哦。要宣布的就是第4個單字叫做方向。方向叫什麼呢？叫做 direction。I think you're driving in the wrong direction。我覺得你開車開錯方向，該掉頭嘍。好，太好啦！我們輕輕鬆鬆就在1分鐘之內複習完4個單字，同學們表現很棒哦。那平常也要多多複習，我們下次見，拜拜。